She's coming. Oh, she's going around because the birds are in her pathway. She heard you call though. That's so cool. I love how she comes. Usually because she knows she's getting a treat.
Yeah.
This is the good stuff.
Yeah, this hay, for whatever reason, is a better quality. So around here, finding just normal cattle quality hay, there isn't a lot of options. But finding horse quality hay, there's a ton of options. And so we had to get like a in between cuts when they were like phasing out the oats into alfalfa. And for horses, it's, you know, less nutritious, but for cows, it's overly nutritious. It's better than it needs to be. And she loves it. I mean, it's like candy for her. All right, episode 3, Ask Us Anything, question and answer. We have been asked this one in person quite a bit. Why are we choosing to farm? We started brief history about, 4 years ago? We lived in a town called Noblesville. They weren't really bird friendly, but we had a neighborhood with an HOA where they didn't say we couldn't have birds. What was the dog's going bonkers? We had, at least 8 layer hens. Little coop in the backyard, kept it real clean. They were really quiet. We had no roosters. And actually ended up having a neighbor complain on us, and we had to get rid of the chickens per the HOA committee, not because of the HOA rules. And that was kind of our start. So we moved to our old farm, which was the 4.5 acres. And we did guineas, we did pigs, we did meat chickens, ducks, egg layers. What else did we do? Anything else? I think that was pretty much it. And that was about the time we started doing the YouTubing thing pretty regularly. About last year in the summer sometime. And we loved it. It's something we really enjoyed doing. We enjoy being with the animals. We don't particularly like being out in the cold, which it is today. Like 30 degrees. Sunny outside, which is great. But we love being around the animals. And so... Working outside. Yeah, working outside.
Family time.
Yeah. Having the food that we grow, there's just something really special about that we really like. And the food's delicious. You can't beat, fresh chicken, fresh duck, fresh pork. And then, we moved here because we outgrew that other farm and location wasn't quite what we wanted. There were some issues with the house that we didn't think were going to be big issues and ended up being big issues. And so we kind of needed to get away and find a better solution for our family. And, by the grace of God, we found this farm, had already established infrastructure with the buildings here. Our turkeys are...
They hear us. They're coming.
Let's see this. Turkeys and geese. What?
This is my spot.
All that dust. They're using like the straw dust and taking dust bags. Actually, I'm sure they can't hear me. I forget we have our microphone back on the camera, so you can't hear if I'm behind you very well. But they're taking dust baths in the straw. Man, they are loud. Sorry for Eugene's interruption, but he's a fun bird and apparently wanted to come say hi with
cute.
His little gang of geese and duck. To be honest, the biggest reason I think is we're not, super health conscious necessarily. We don't have, big medical reasons or food allergies or something as to why we're doing this. We just kind of decided we really enjoyed it, and it's a great way to have some really good food and is something that we just really enjoy doing. I'm not sure. I don't know if you have a different answer.
Yeah, that about sums it up. I think one of the other things is just it's really good family time. When you have a big family, trying to sit around and play a board game with a bunch of little kids climbing on your lap, knocking the game over, like it's frustrating family time. It's not as good family time. And so we try to do stuff indoors that are sit down, quiet. They just they don't work very well right now in this season of life. But you know, getting outside, playing, working together is like the best family time we have, and it's just been really good family bonding for us.
Yeah. Woo! That was brisk. Still recording? It is.
Girl. Ooh, that man. Hi, Josie. Are you enjoying your hay? You're ignoring me. You're ignoring me, aren't you? Like a little toddler.
Yum.
Well, another question we get asked often is, what are we going to do when Josie goes into labor? And, you know, what are we going to do if there's a problem? And
Scream, panic, run for the hills. No.
Most cows.
That's what not to do.
Most cows give birth with no problem and can pretty much do it all themselves. Obviously, that'd be best case scenario. This is Josie's third calf, so we're hoping she won't have any issues. But, you know, we plan to check on her quite often leading up to her time and keep a close eye in case something does go wrong, that we can be there to help. And we've done some research, and actually that's our goal this upcoming weekend is to buckle down and do some more research. But usually there's very little intervention needed. Couple things to look, we already know a couple things to look out for. Jersey cows are susceptible to milk fever, which is basically a depletion of calcium right after they give birth that can make them very sick and die. But if you know how to treat it right away, then usually they're fine. So just preparing ourselves for the common issues they would have and how to treat them. We have a couple of vets we've talked to that could be available to help if there was a true emergency. We live pretty far out here. We're a small little farm, so we're not going to be their priority. So we don't really want to have to rely on a vet. We want to do all of our research and pretty much plan on doing this ourselves unless a true emergency arises, because we don't even know that a vet would get here in time to help. So we're going to also pray real hard that that all goes well. We're hoping to get it all on film if she calves at a good time when we can catch it, and hopefully sharing some of the joy and excitement with you guys. All right, let's go inside.
We're going back in the barn. We thought maybe it'd be warmer out in the sun.
It's not 30 degrees, honey.
It's not. Well, my phone said here in Shirley it was 30 degrees. Here, hold this for a second. We'll grab a little treat here for Josie. Josie.
Watch out, birds.
Josie.
So this is the biggest problem I'm having here. You see this mucky pile here?
Yeah.
She likes to pee in this area. She used to poop over there, but she pees in this area, so it gets wet faster. So obviously I pile more straw here, but then she started pooping here, and she lays in it, and it's on both hips now, and it's really disgusting if she's stepping in it. So I wonder if we need to get more straw built back so she kind of, I wonder if that's the softest part right here is where I pile it up where she pees, and so she just lays here and she poops here, and it's like the only spot. But she is one dirty cow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
The birds again. Somebody say treat. With all the manure. So here's one thing you might have seen right there. I'll show again. We're obviously saving her manure, and we've talked a lot about fertilization. creating compost and whatnot. But we're also going to use her manure when we are talking about having the birds go behind where the cow or the pigs are at. You want to have them about 3 days during the spring, summer, and fall behind your pigs, behind your cows, because that's how long it takes for the flies' eggs to become larvae that are inside the manure left behind. And the birds love that. That's like the best treat that you could ever give them, is these fresh bugs. And they'll spread the manure around because they'll rake at it with their feet to open it up, and they'll scatter it all over so it won't be big piles that are choking out the grass. And so they're natural tillers, natural fertilizer spreaders. What's up, Eugene? You can kind of see they're doing that now. Hi, Eugene.
That's awesome. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know if you have more questions. We're gonna try doing like a weekly question and answer. So drop some more questions in the comments, and thanks for watching. Like us and subscribe.